I really think I might have made a mistake. A big one. I'm hot and I'm sweaty and I feel like everything is slipping away. Oh. So, and I know this sounds bad, but I met her in a pub toilet. I was in the pub with Caris, and I just got this email, and it was another rejection for my play. But this person had given feedback, which hardly ever happens, and my heart leapt because that meant they're interested, right? But they hated it. They said the characters were two-dimensional, that the arguments explored were obvious, and that the ending was simply not convincing. I had worked on my play for 5 years. I thought this time, with this play, my 13th, I would finally have actually written something that might stand a chance. I felt ashamed to have sent it to them. I know a sensible person would give up at this point. But I had been considering it for a while. I was about to cry, so I headed to the loo, and I was basically having an identity crisis in there when a head popped up over the cubicle wall. I know exactly how you're feeling about your play, but don't worry, I've got a solution. She reminded me of Wednesday Addams. How did you know? But this offer expires in 5 seconds, so you better get in here quickly. I decided to take a punt. So I tore open my loo door and squeezed in there with her. She locked the door. I started to regret it, but then I caught a whiff from her hair and she smelled somehow like possibility, like everything was going to be okay. And I relaxed. So, you want to write a successful play. I can arrange that. But there's a price. There always is. In this case, it's your life. Now, that sounds extreme, I know. But there is an option to prolong, and let's face it, we both know I'm offering you the one thing that would make your life worth living. I mean, you might like to pretend that what you really want is to make up with your sister, or to have a lifelong partner, or to own a house. But it isn't. It's this. Of course, you could risk it. Keep slogging away at the writing, see how it goes, and hope that your life won't be too long and basically unfulfilled. What do you mean, an option to prolong? Well, you'd be exchanging your life for my gift. And of course, you'd live long enough to see your play succeed, or you wouldn't be getting your heart's desire now, would you? But if you wanted to hang about for a bit longer than that, there is a powder I can give you. Just a couple of months, mind, and they might not be pleasant, just in the interest of full disclosure, but I can give you that option. What do I do with the powder? You ingest a teaspoonful daily. But enough. You've got 5 seconds to make your choice. 5, 4, deal! And she vanished. It wasn't like how you imagine it, a whoosh or a fading out. She was there 1 second, and the next, I was absolutely alone. I nearly tripped over something. It was a jar full of powder. It was porcelain white. It was glowing. I wasn't going to eat that. But there was a label attached. For Maya, to start being taken on December 23rd, 2021. I was going to die in 2022. 2022? I had chosen, agreed to die in 2022. I had to get out of there. I snuck out the back door with the jar under my coat so Caris wouldn't see. I mean, how would I explain this? When I got home, I hid the jar in my suitcase. I just won't go anywhere. I couldn't bear to look at it. I've just had an idea for a play about civil partnerships. I never just have an idea. I have to drag it out of me. But still, I think I might have really done it this time.
Our social media sponsor for this production is the Beginner's Call Theatre Podcast. The Beginner's Call Theatre Podcast is a chance for new theatre creatives to share their views on the industry and how we can all work to make theatre better. Follow Beginner's Call Theatre Podcast on Instagram and Twitter, and check out their podcast on Spotify. TTS Virtual Fringe producer Ryan Thornhill is featured on episode 3 of their podcast.